Hi, this is Jeff Blauett, technical agronomist with Cooperative Farmers Elevator, and on this week's Field Friday segment, kind of hate to be a Debbie Downer here, but I think we need to evaluate what we have coming here for weather when it comes to soybean spraying. This is not going to be a good period to kill weeds with Liberty, unfortunately, and I know we all really need to get going. It's time. Everything is getting to that got to get done stage, but this weather pattern is not going to be good. Today is all right maybe, but we're going to lose some temperature, some humidity for the next week or so. It's going to be really tough to get these herbicides to perform with this weather. We're going to get really pleasant for us, temperatures in the 70s, lows in the 50s. We also have very low humidity coming, low dew points, kind of like desert air. But that's going to be really tough to get things to die with herbicide application, and especially Liberty. We've learned over time that, we've talked about before, Liberty can look like the best herbicide we've ever used, and it can also look like a big failure. I think applications coming up are going to be in that big failure category, in my opinion. If we're in the mid 80s, have dew points in the 60s and 70 range, we're probably going to do a really good job as long as we have sunshine typically. We're not going to have really any of that other than the sunshine, so we're only going to have one out of the three things that really make that combination work to kill weeds. I guess the next time it looks good after today that we might be able to do at least a decent job is maybe next Wednesday if the forecast holds for what it says it's going to be. I know that's not what anybody wants to deal with, but I don't know how else to put it, that it's not going to work. It just isn't. I think I would rather try and kill a 12-inch tall water hemp and more of them next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, as opposed to going out, after the weekend here and trying to kill stuff that's, just not going to be very receptive to the herbicide. I know some acres are going to be sprayed. If you have to, we need to max out the rates, do all the things we usually do to make Liberty work: coverage, droplet size, water volumes, all those things. Tank mixing with Enlist, those kinds of things are all going to help. Maybe adding some crop oil to the mix. I think that's, we're going to have to deal with some things that are less than ideal for sure. We're going to have some more crop response possibly if we add some additional adjuvants, but I think at this point that's the least of my concerns. Beans will pop right through that, but we got a lot of adverse weather coming here for herbicide performance. So I just want to set the stage for what you need to be aware of. We can't expect performance with weather like this. So I hate to be the depressing bearer of bad news, but that's what's coming. So just wanted to make you aware. We're dealing with the same thing you are, trying to get acres covered, and this is a terrible time, but that's where we're at. So hopefully we'll have better discussions next week. But with that, that's this week's Field Friday.